take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
An injury stoppage here, and you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott, who is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Lance going to throw. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Lance. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
And also,
and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. doesn't put them in bad situations.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy.
They'll roll him out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It was Andrew Booth coming in and knocked that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against.
My
Currently
bad, guys.
second best in the
Niners are
NFL.
actually
And
5
this is
and
what
2.
we talk game inside the game.
I didn't finish the
Top
game,
5 passing offense
which is the
versus
Chiefs,
top
in
5
week
passing
7, so
defense.
it actually
Don't be
made it to the
surprised
Niners
defensively
win.
if they change their
But they're
coverages a
actually
bit
5
more
and 2.
than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake.
He'll buy some time right. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
36 yards on the play.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49ers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy from the gun on third down.
Steps away to his left.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fielded at the 33. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Throwing now is Lance. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Up the middle. Here's Elliott.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. You look at this Niner defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And Nick Bosa does it again. Clearly one of the most consistently disruptive defenders in the NFL. Recorded double-digit sacks in each of the last 3 seasons.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Purdy going to give it to Garindo.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He'll take it at the 42. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Cowboys.
And they are
AFC
back
East,
down
the
the
Jets.
500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Here's Lance. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
34 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
It's good to make it 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. The tight end in motion right.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Garindo.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Niners at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams. These are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
To throw, it's Lance. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Lance now to throw. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Cowboy first down.
This is Lamb on the end around.
Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Being chased out left. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
The Lance going to throw. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Purdy.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And Jennings will go in motion right. Purdy looking to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care.
Here's Purdy.
And he's going to go down again.
Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Purdy now to throw.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. $43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Lance looking to throw it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Matthew Stafford, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good blue-collar matchup. Giants and Steelers from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
Some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing here, Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Purdy from the gun. That's Samuel, caught left side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Now Purdy. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Jennings, a receiver in motion right. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Andrew Booth coming in to knock that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. A strong running. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
Purdy off the play fake.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A handoff running right, Garindo. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Back to throw. Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Here's Lance.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Lance.
Steps away to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Back to throw, Purdy.
Buying time to his left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy gets this one to Juszczyk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action here. Purdy.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Eluding the press. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Chauncey Golston.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Throwing on second and long.
Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half. Big play guy from the word go, and continues to be one with another one right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Purdy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Lance going to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
The Lance now to throw. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Lance. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Back to throw. Lance.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lance. James has got it. Complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to the ground simulation. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They know that old expression, just